Welcome to Tattoo Saga. In this episode, we will delve deep into dragons, which have been deeply rooted in cultures around the world. Dragons are not just mythical creatures. To ancient people, they symbolize power, wisdom, and protection. In the world of tattoos, dragons are also one of the most popular designs. So, what is the origin of dragons? Let's explore their different forms and meanings in the East and West, as well as their role in Japanese tattoo culture. Dragon legends exist all over the world, but they can be broadly classified into two distinct images: Eastern dragons and Western dragons. Eastern dragons are sacred beings that govern water and weather. The earliest records of dragons originate from China. Dragon figures have been discovered in ruins dating back to around 3000 BC, and by the time of China's oldest dynasty, the Xia dynasty, which began around 2100 BC, dragons had already become symbols of the emperor. The azure dragon, one of the four symbols, was believed to protect the East. The dragon was also depicted on the emperor's clothing, emphasizing its sacred status. In Japanese and Korean mythology, dragons were also considered deities of water and rain, possessing the power to control the weather. For example, in Japanese mythology, the Yamada no Orochi was a monstrous serpent defeated by Susanoo, symbolizing a rampaging dragon that causes natural disasters. In certain traditions, the Eastern dragon is described as a composite of various animals, embodying the most esteemed traits of each. For instance, it is said to have the antlers of a stag, the head of a camel, the eyes of an oni or a rabbit, the neck of a snake, the scales of a carp, the claws of an eagle, the soles of a tiger, and the ears of a cow. Gekirin comes from the Chinese classic Han Feizi and refers to a dragon's one reverse scale. Though normally calm, a dragon will fiercely attack anyone who touches it. Naga protecting the Buddha. When the Buddha attained enlightenment, he was caught in a heavy rainstorm. The Naga king Bukalinda coiled around him and spread his hood, like an umbrella to shield him. This legend is why Naga heads are commonly seen in temple and Buddha statue decorations. The origin of the Mekong River. Nagas and celestial deities fought, and the Nagas created rivers in the battle. After their defeat, they retreated to the Mekong River, where they are believed to still reside. The Naga Fireball Festival is based on this myth. The Thai royal family in Naga blood. A Naga king fell in love with a human woman, and their child became the ancestor of the Thai royal lineage. Since then, the Naga head has been used in royal architecture and crowns. As a symbol of power, Naga is a warrior's guardian. A legendary warrior, outnumbered in battle, prayed to the Naga. The serpent appeared, shielding him and granting him immense strength. This is why Naga head tattoos are seen as symbols of protection and courage. On the other hand, Western dragons are often depicted as fearsome monsters. In Greek mythology, the hero Perseus slayed a sea monster, often interpreted as a dragon to rescue a princess. In the Christian Bible, dragons appear as incarnations of evil. During the Middle Ages in Europe, many tales told of knights who became heroes by slaying dragons. These stories portrayed dragons as symbols of human trials and challenges. Thus, in Eastern cultures, dragons evolved as guardian deities, while in Western cultures, they became monsters that represented trials to be overcome. Notable examples include Leviathan from the Bible, Fafnir from Norse mythology, and St. George's dragon. Western dragons are often depicted as enemies to be conquered, serving as trials that test the strength of heroes. Many legends revolve around knights earning fame by defeating dragons. Dragon myths exist worldwide, and in Celtic and Viking traditions, dragons symbolize power and destiny. Celtic legend: the Red Dragon and the White Dragon. Beneath Britain, a red dragon and a white dragon battled, fiercely, shaking the land. Seeking guidance, the king was told to seal away the white dragon. When the red dragon triumphed, it became the guardian of the land, later symbolizing Wales. This legend is believed to represent the struggle between the native Celts, Red Dragon, and the invading Saxons, White Dragon. Viking legend: Nidhogg and the end of the world. In Norse mythology, the dragon, Nidhogg, gnaws at the roots of the world tree, Yggdrasil, bringing chaos. He devours the souls of the dead and threatens the balance of the world. During Ragnarok, the end of days, Nidhogg soars across the battlefield, feasting on the fallen. When the final battle ends, he watches as a new world is born. The Celtic dragon symbolizes sovereignty and heritage, while the Norse dragon embodies destruction and rebirth. Ancient America also had dragon-like gods: Kukulkan of the Maya and Quetzalcoatl of the Aztecs. Both were known as the feathered serpent, revered as deities connecting heaven and earth. Kukulkan governed fertility, and during the equinoxes, a shadow resembling a descending dragon appears on his temple. Quetzalcoatl, the creator god of civilization, bestowed wisdom upon humanity, but later left in shame, vowing to return. Dragons are also immensely popular in the world of tattoos. In Japanese tattoo culture, dragons symbolize strength and protection. The orientation of the dragon also changes its meaning. Ascending dragons symbolize success and prosperity, while descending dragons represent inner strength and discipline. Black dragons symbolize power, and blue dragons signify wisdom. Even today, dragons continue to be adored in various forms. Dragons appear prominently in movies, games, and fashion. Tattoo art has also evolved, incorporating modern styles while retaining traditional dragon designs. In digital art in the world of NFTs, dragon imagery remains highly popular. Dragons are timeless and cherished symbols. If you were to choose a dragon tattoo, what meaning would you give it? That's it for this episode of Tattoo Saga. See you next time.